Hi everyone. Welcome. Here's the part 4 to the If They Hadn't Met Tsukkiyama series. I hope you enjoy. The three had arrived at the gates of S 13 minutes before midnight, which was the time the race will start. Great, we're just in time. Hey guys. Yamaguchi had spotted the three males at the entrance. Actually, he had been waiting for them to arrive so he could show them around. After all, he was the one who invited them. Hi Yamaguchi. Glad all of you could make it. Yamaguchi said, glancing at all three, and although no one noticed, Tsukkiyama didn't even dare make eye contact with him. After all, developing feelings was not on his schedule. Yeah, we were almost late. Thanks to a certain someone. Tsukkiyama made the snarky remark as he directed his vision to the culprit, and with that everyone else followed. Now that all the attention was on Tsukkiyama, he noticed the stares and panicking. He decided to use his classic line. Shut up. To everyone else everything was normal, but in reality Tsukkiyama was panicking on the inside. He decided to just concentrate on the current situation so he won't have embarrassing moments like the one that had just occurred. With Yamaguchi leading the way, they went past the gates after showing their stickers to the guards. The first thing they noticed as they walked to the location to start the race, it was the multiple people skating all over the place, or standing around in groups talking. It was definitely different from other sport races or games, where everyone was organized and somewhat strict with rules. In here, probably due to the reason that this was an illegal activity, there were no set of rules other than the ones made by the founders of the association, but even those rules were no major restriction to the races. Yo Yamaguchi. We're over here. Reki called Yamaguchi over to where their friend group was located. Let's go guys. Yamaguchi said as he headed to where Reki was, the three following him. Sup Reki and Longa. Hey. These two guys here are my friends, Reki and Longa, they also skateboard. Yamaguchi faced Hinata, Tsukkiyama and Tsukkiyama as he presented his two friends to his three guests. And these three guys are the ones I was telling you about. Yamaguchi explained as he faced his two friends. Hi, I'm Hinata. I'm Tsukkiyama. Tsukkiyama. Hey, nice to meet you all, I'm Reki. Hi, I'm Longa. Great. Now that introductions are over, I'll go through this quickly since I don't want to be late. Yamaguchi stated as he checked his watch that showed 11:53 p.m. Okay, so you guys can either watch the race through the huge screen over here. Yamaguchi showed the screen that was near the starting line. Or you can head on over to the ending line and watch the race through the screen over there. Whatever you feel more comfortable doing is fine. Anyways, I really gotta go, I can't be late. Reki, Longa, I'll trust you guys to help them if they have questions. Thanks, I owe you guys, bye. Yamaguchi hurriedly said as he took off to get to the starting spot. Reki and Longa stood there for a second, dumbfounded at what just happened. Oh well, that was unexpected. Reki chuckled at the situation. Yeah. Okay guys, so what do you want to do? MMMH, I say let's go where we can get the best experience. I guess. The best experience, huh? Do you have something in mind? Yeah. The ending line. Reki remembered the mesmerizing scene of Longa's first time skating. The experience was something extraordinary. Okay, then we better hurry. Alright, let's go. Once they got to the ending line, the race started. They were just in time so they didn't miss the takeoff of the skaters. As they watched the two skateboarding, Tsukkiyama was focused more on Yamaguchi. He was speechless looking at Yamaguchi skating. There was something that just didn't let Tsukkiyama take his eyes off Yamaguchi. Perhaps it was the way he skated, so beautifully and with grace, or maybe the passion he had while he was racing, but no matter what it was, Tsukkiyama couldn't stop looking at him. So he did just that. Tsukkiyama watched Yamaguchi, and solely Yamaguchi, throughout the whole race. Yamaguchi wasn't a bad skater, but he wasn't a great one either. At least not better than Japanese national hopeful Miyachinen, which happens to be the guy he was racing today, unfortunately. He just lost. Yamaguchi had just lost the race. I mean, many had expected this outcome, but his friends still had hope. As everyone cheered for Mia's success, he approached the friend group. You lost, Slime. he stated as he looked at Yamaguchi. Now you gotta do a beef with me. He directed his challenge to Lana, the new skater that had attracted a lot of attention. We'll race next time. See ya. Mia had left the skating grounds after saying those last words. Sorry you came all the way here just to see me lose. It seems like the loss he just had affected him more than what he tried to let on. Don't worry about it, Yamaguchi. I still think you were totally awesome out there. Yeah, I agree, you were great. Ah. Yeah. Tsukkiyama was the last person the two volleyball players were expecting to see comforting someone, especially the stranger he seemed so quiet with. Thanks, guys. Well, it's better that we get going. I don't think you want to get home too late. Yamaguchi chuckled a bit. He was grateful they had tried to cheer him up even though they hadn't known each other for long. Okay, let's get going then. Once Tsukkiyama had gotten home, he made sure to enter his house as quiet as he could be. It was past midnight after all and his mom was sure to be asleep. As he was entering his house he was startled by the lights suddenly turning on. Ah. Oh, it's you. For a second there Tsukkiyama thought he was busted and his mom had found out, but as seen from his emotionless reaction that wasn't the case. What were you doing out so late? Just out with friends. At this hour? Yeah. Oh, well, good night then. Good night. After the awkward interaction with his brother, Tsukkiyama had nearly forgotten that he had gone out. But once his head touched his pillow he remembered Yamaguchi's face of disappointment from losing. His heart clenched at the sad memory. I hope he's not too sad for long. Tsukkiyama said out loud as he laid in bed looking at his ceiling. You could hear sobs coming from the room, and since it was late at night they were quiet but sorrowful cries. I knew this was going to happen but even so I still had hope. Yamaguchi cried alone in his room. He had acted tough and pretended to be fine in front of everyone else earlier but now that he was all alone he couldn't help but to wallow in grief. He was aware that his skills were not on par with the other great skaters, but actually losing forced him to accept that fact. Why can't I be as good? Why? Yamaguchi sobbed from the confinement of his room, questioning his skills. He was alone crying in his room, and no one will know about his self-doubt or about his cries. No one will ever know. Or at least that's what he hoped. That's all for now. I wonder how their interactions will play out now that they all properly know each other? We'll see. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed. See you all next time.
Later, okay?